Great morning, students. I hope you all are fit and fine at your home. Today, we will start our next chapter Effective Communication. In this chapter, we will learn what is communication, what is effective communication, goals of effective communication, factors of effective communication. Firstly, what is communication? It is a process in which senders send information, thoughts, or ideas to receiver by a medium, spoken or written. Now, what is effective communication? Effective communication means transmitted content should be received by receiver and it should be understood by the receiver in a same manner in which intention sender send. Now, example of effective communication. A king once dreamed that his teeth had fallen off. When he wake up, he called the priest and asked to him what it means. Then priest said, "It means you are going to see all your relatives die one after the other. Your all relatives will die one by one." Then king comes in anger and he punished him and he get out him from city. Again he called advisor for same question. The advisor said, "Dream means you have a long life and will outlive all your relatives." Then king pleased and show reward to the advisor, but both priest and advisor want to say same thing, that king relatives will die before him, but the advisor choose effective communication. That's why he get award and priest choose ineffective communication, and as a punishment he will get out from city. Thus, this story clears the power of effective communication in our real worlds. Mr. Narendra Modi, Dr. Rajendra Prasad, all personalities are well known. Why? Because of their effective communication skills. Now, what are the goals of effective communication? When we use effective communication, then we can achieve such type of goals. First is establish trust and understanding between the sender and receiver, changing behavior of receiver, acquiring information. All these are goals we can achieve when we use effective communication. Now, factors of effective communication. Effective communication is divided into three factors. First is content, second is process, third is context. Now, we will discuss all these factors. First is content. Content refers to the language which is used in message sent in written communication, oral communication. Now, use simple messages. Message should be simple so that receiver can understand it easily. Use right words in message so that user can understand message in same intention in which sender send, and it is possible when sender use right words. Next is process. It refers to the way in which message will be delivered. For example, non-verbal and verbal. In non-verbal, elements are voice, gestures, body language, etc. Only 7% interpretation of spoken communication comes from words and 55% comes from body language. 38% comes from intonation. That's why we should prefer verbal communication with tone and body language so that we can make our communication effective. Next is context. It refers to the situation or environment in which message will be delivered. It includes physical environment such as noisy room, mall, hospital, etc. Cultural factor, international cultural, organizational cultural, etc. Development factor such as age of speaker and receiver. All these factors play a very important role to make our communication effective. Thank you students for watching this video. Stay home, stay safe.